Hello. Okay, that UI kind of broken again. Here I'm meaning the OBS UI because now there is another UI that is broken, but you know, just streaming tools. I have much to tell the world. I have watched many things, first of all, but I have watched um, a tricky compilation video. No, a tricky watching memes compilation video. I think that's how it is. And I have seen a fanboy, but I have not known that she was a fanboy until it was written on the screen, and I think it only makes it better. So what kind of things I'm going to talk about today? First of all, I have watched a Skynet video and made myself a little list of things I absolutely want to write, because today it's Sunday and I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure if last Sunday or before that I have been working. Probably not. But when I was working at Sunday too, so now I'm enjoying a refreshing Sunday where I'm not doing anything at all. The UI is a little bit broken. I kind of was testing that, playing around with it. I couldn't really fix it. I have no idea what's gone wrong. I think I'm going to delete it and do it again. It just doesn't seem to react against anything. I tried deleting the cache, it didn't work. So, songs come first? No, shouldn't be the songs that comes first. I have also watched things. I'm going to check my history because I wanted to talk a lot about it. Yes, I have. That's a long history. Yes, I have watched a couple of things. I'm now in a second thought. I'm unsure if it's if I want to mention these on streams. No, I kind of have a panic in me. Of course, as usual, I really like VTubers, so I've been watching a lot of that. Of course, but that's not only touch. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of panicked and don't really feel like I want to say it on stream. But I'm going to start with some of the things. First of all, I watched a couple of Lily things last night. Lily and Code Miko. Lily and Code Miko. Was that? Okay, I'm unsure if that. Oh no, that's totally happened. It was super awesome. I very much liked it, and I have gotten recommended about the Code Miko universe. And in this video, the third lady have decided to make, I think, the streaming or the mothers be accessible from the cloud, in a sense of for streaming, not like not uploading the source of the model. It's not what I mean. In real time, you can stream a model up to the cloud and another computer can download it, as far as I understand it. This means that you can well, she's developing it, of course, but this would mean that you would be able to stream from the cloud with multiple 3D models. I think is what she's working at. She has a very highly developed software that looks like games and like characters from Unreal Tournament. That's kind of the level that she's usually working at, and she has very expensive equipments too, and well, she's a developer. So yeah, that was really intriguing. I'm kind of dodging some of the topics here because There is no way in hell well, the next thing, I actually saw a collaboration and a couple of clips, and this is why I was watching big compilations, because I have noticed that one of my favorite YouTuber, uh, Goddess Vaxoria, has been collabing with Tricky, and I have not expected, I have very much also not expected the thing that was happening on the screen. It was amazing, uh, truly. The meeting of two absolute bottom. It feels like when dominants who are tops became bottoms for each other. It's a beautiful match, and I have to say the last couple of days, the last couple of these have in VTuber content have been amazing. All right, I don't know, I'm just amazed. I'm not even sure if anyone hears me because the UI is a little bit broken. I'm going to read about this. Maybe it's just a normal thing and I would have to reset the cache. But even if someone writes me now, I only see that through the UI because it does not show up in the stream. Don't know what happened. Not sure how we get here. But the point is, first of all, Tetriki and Vaxoria Goddess collab was absolute just jam. The other thing is, I have not kind of discovered, but I think rediscovered. You see, as you are watching clips and sometimes streams, kind of the VTubers you are watching are rotating. Kind of rotating. For example, I know that for a time now I haven't watched Girl DM, and no, I kind of searched for her, but you know she comes up normally too. But now I felt like I need a little bit of content intake for her, from her, and now I saw some of her stuff. But there is also the recommended things, and I have to say I just saw Rainho. I'm sorry, that's her name. That's not my. That's you can search her and that's her name. That's how you find her. Alright, that's her. Yeah. So anyway, and I have to say, I don't know why I was. I don't know. I maybe I something have changed in me, or maybe, I think maybe she did too. I don't want to say she didn't, because you know I'm sure she's developing, but I don't know. I have a newfound love for her. I mean, she really just, I wouldn't say kind of overwhelmed me, but you know, I really enjoyed. And she had a collab with wow, I don't know how. I never actually said this name out. So Sido, you know, voice actor Sido. Yes, I butchered that name. The best friend of Mouse, the best friend of Iron Mouse, as they say, monkey, or Cdog, CDOVG. I'm sorry, I'm tired. And I have to say, in a way, it was a very interesting dynamic, because in a way, kind of Rainho was a bit dominant, but also kind of a klutz. So she's in a way kind of like how Monarch is. You know, Monarch is I'm going to just kind of save a couple clips on her. Not that I remembered her. Probably I have, but you know. Oh yes, Smash or Pass. That's where okay. That was her last content that I saw. So anyway, Monarch Amalie. I have watched a lot of her older videos. I'm not sure exactly what songs she covered that I was watching, but I was watching a lot of them. I was very much in love with her. And I had a feeling that this is the same kind of not exactly the pixies. So it's not like it's not the energy of Juniper, the mommy VTuber. No, it's not. She doesn't. She's a Pixies VTuber. It's not. There isn't really a different expression for it. Juniper Actias. She is kind of she's kind of have this very strong Pixies vibe. Like not really a mommy. I don't really like to say that. That's kind of weird. And I wouldn't say that Monarch or Reinho has kind of money energy. It's more of towards the kind of dominant role that they're coming. It's kind of I know that how should I say Goddess Vexure also has kind of a bit of a dominant nature, but kind of an aura to it, kind of the Onisan kind of figure. But Goddess Vexure also has a lot of kind of well, mommy nature. She's technically a mother, but with I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Kind of getting lost in my words. But with Reinho, there was a kind of this pixies, but also a bit of cloth, kind of also dominant role, kind of. I also kind of felt a kind of feminine, like a lot from Monarch. But when you are watching Monarch, for example, and if Kaleido Star is anywhere near a topic her, you will kind of feel that. I do not know. I don't know what's the word for it. I'm not really that good in English, but it's kind of she remains the same in a way. I'm just clicking things at the UI that I shouldn't. Kind of has the same Pixies vibe, but it's more you know, the attentive kind of, you know, where she wants to talk to you, or kind of, there's a change in dynamic, and I really appreciate that. It's a really smooth kind of thing. I'm very appreciative of it. So anyway, I don't really want to prolong this kind of topic. So I really find the last couple of days really good creep content. Creepers awesome work. Much, very much appreciated. And meanwhile, I kind of closed everything that I wanted to talk about it. I don't know why. And I'm also clicking on watching later buttons, kind of a lot. No, a lot. And just before the video, you know, I kind of watching a lot of I'm kind of watching a lot of not inspirational, kind of soul feeling, not emotional music, but something that fills you with spirit. And the first thing that came into my mind that I haven't watched for quite a lot of time is what was actually Skynet. It I really like that one. The animation for one is outstanding. I haven't seen such great animation, but in fun animations, maybe some anime movies, and pretty much back in the 90s, 2000s. For example, I think if you look at some of the older, so see, for example, Ergo Proxy is from 2006. So it's not like they haven't made any better animations in that regard, but that kind of skiffy-ish mechanic, where you see the lens kind of shift, that smoothness. I haven't seen such things in a long time, so I would say the quality is top notch. I very much liked it. Kind of the things shown in the video, kind of the visual message that you can get from it. First of all, that there are many things that emotionally move me. I may not want to talk about it. From I'm going to get two things from the end. First of all, that the men are kidnapped, and in the first part you can see them fighting, dying, losing. I don't know how to say this. It's kind of hard word for me. Incarnation. No, that's. And then there is incineration. No, no. Incineration. No, that's burning up. Incarnation. No, that's. The point is the enslavement. I'm sorry, I sometimes I know the word and know how to say it and pronounce it, but oftentimes it's a tongue twister for me. So, first you can see mankind is getting enslaved, losing the war, being used, and that stalwart defense, even against the odds, is a nice visual thing. But when they are used, I don't try to dodge it anymore. I really found it heartwarming that the woman came to save the man. It's just a good feeling. Oh, then came the woman, and now they are going to save the man. And I found it really inspiring. Not inspiring, like that didn't inspire anything. It's heartwarming. It's the better word. I found it really heartwarming, and so on and so forth. I don't know. I just don't really expect that, you know, suddenly. And I don't know what kind of message that one has, but I find it really nice. And the last part is when the enslavers head is cut off, then you can see that also but I think it's a woman. I think that was a last message kind of thing, because that's where the video kind of ends. But I don't know. I don't know if it's debated if it is or not. I haven't really climbed into the comment section that much. First of all, I was thinking, yes, that's probably a lady. The reason being, because then you can have different messages here, visually, because of the eyelashes. But then I realized that I kind of have bigger and prettier eyelashes than girls, and I kind of remember that most guys usually do. Not in every case, but most cases. I have very nice, beautiful, thick eyelashes. They are long and you know, very brushy, very nice. And I think most of my male friends also do. In general, I don't think maybe one or two, with the exception of one or two girlfriend. I think they had a similar size, but I think most of them have smaller. So that's kind of maybe I'm touching the wrong thing kind of there. Maybe I'm wrong at that, but I don't know. So kind of just was trying to understand the messages there, to like emotionally tune on to it. It's a very enjoyable experience visually. And then there is the song. The song is also, I have to say, very well made, and it has really nice tunes, and it just kind of gives you it's appraising. I really like it. So I have made a little bit of list, kind of, for after the stream, things that I want to watch. Also, I really have to go to the toilet, and it's very moist in the room. So yeah, this is kind of a weird kind of thing. We just had a very big rain. But back to the topic, and then I talk about a little bit, and I go out to the toilet. And I hope 90% of my stream is not about going to the toilet. So I tend to watch very uplifting kind of songs, and I have a recommended list. Not recommended list, but the thing YouTube usually brings me up because I watch them a lot. Such as the Harbinger from Stingstrom. Of course, I have a lot of songs from Stingstrom, which I really like. It's kind of about Horus and the Horus heresy, and the end of it. Of course, the Skynet, and another one, for example, the other the Sororitas, also from Stingstrom. I kind of mix these up and listen to them. I'll be back in a moment. Maybe I open a window too because it's very suffocating inside. We had a very big rain, and now it's you know, the sun is up and down, so it's very beaming. I don't know. It's very moist in there, in short. And the moment and I'm here. Hello. Hello. I should be getting I'm out on the toilet kind of label. Would be a nice idea. For once. My only viewer that have ever joined me found an empty stream because I was out on the toilet. Shameful. Absolutely. I also tried to hurry and forced things and kind of hurt the tube, which was not a pleasant experience, but you know. Still, my what the armchair? What's the back of the chair called? I don't know. So I'm going to name it the back of the chair. So the back of the chair kind of sweaty already, just after 20 minutes. And I was not kidding when I said it's very moist. Around not an hour ago, but no, yeah. By now it was an hour ago. Around an hour ago we had a sudden rain, kind of what we call a summer rain. Come and go really fast, but now everything is just incredibly moisty. Very warm, weirdly very warm in the room, and I have a hard time breathing. Like, I apologize, probably you didn't want to hear that. So, yeah, it's Sunday, so I have not expected to work today. Honestly, I have noted up 2 words of what I'm going to say on this stream at the start of the stream. So currently I have no idea what and how. However, tomorrow I think I'm going to get a smaller salary. So that should be enough to get things started, at the very least. And you know, I have a kind of existential crisis, however you would say that, about this, because I have been thinking that maybe I should be writing my name over here. It would be kind of smart. This not exceptionally stupid. Because I have an existential crisis, kind of. Because at one part I want a family, I want a girlfriend, and I want possessions. For possessions I would need a workplace, but currently where I live, that's kind of salary isn't worth very much, and I'm not getting higher salaries. So I would have not much choice but to go abroad. But I'll be honest with you, I have talked to a girl, and his boyfriend is out in Germany, have been for the last 3 months, haven't even come home, and she's a very young girl relative to me. She's like 20, well, not really that young, 24, 5, and the girl is alone. And I'm not gonna lie, at one point or another she kind of wanted to came over. I will not say the purpose was anything you know, sexy, not at all. But honestly, I just to live in the capital, she kind of she has a skill, but with this skill she earns very little. Like a room here is around 80, and she earns 120, so you can expect it's very little. I was earning like 260 and I left the place because it's not enough salary. She can't really go forth or back. This is her skill. She was learning it for years. If she would go to abroad, probably she would earn more, but I think she can't or don't want to. And she's working at weekends. They are these flyers. She's kind of, you know, giving away flyers. That's her extra money to make do. And his boyfriend out in Germany working, you know, they would have money. But the thing is, I'm sorry, I'm playing with the microphone. The thing is, I felt really sad about her because every time we meet, she's very nice, she's very sweet. I just can't be angry at her. It feels like every time we speak is like, for one, she's terribly alone. I don't think she has any family in the city, or very much friends. And every time we speak, it's like she's heartbroken every day, every time. So that's kind of I don't really want something like this. For example, if I have a girlfriend here, I would rather take her with me or come back very often, because this I just don't feel like it's fair. Now that I see what this does to other people, I wouldn't wish it on my own partner. For another thing is oh no, I accidentally killed a poor bug. And so it was a fruit fly. I thought it was like some speckle of dust, and I brushed it with my finger, and yeah, poor guy. Where was I? Secondary. If I go abroad to work and say I'm going to work for 6 months, then how am I going to stream? How am I going to do anything? But the thing is, I'm relatively young compared to others. Like a 40-year-old going to me, 40-year-old is going to say, you are young, the life is before that. But most 40 years already had a children 5 years ago, and a wife, and I don't. So on and so forth. So I'm kind of stuck in between wanting to go and not wanting to go, because I don't know what kind of life that would be. I probably couldn't take my computer with me. Probably I couldn't take anything but a smartphone. I would kind of lose all of my existence. I would have nothing, and I would be once again slaving away for cash. But the other problem is, how am I going to get, for example, a house, or even if I work abroad, how am I going to finally live alone? I really hate both bank lords and the whole system that is built up, because it's nothing but abuse and extortion, to be honest, and very showing, because I don't know who are buying new houses or rents, for example, but it's sure as hell not the workers or common people, or someone who works in a shop or anything. You will never be able to buy a house from that, even with a 40-year. That kind of become an impossibility. So no, I don't know how to step forward in that regard, but it's getting kind of hard to even live from this kind of salary. So it's a big problem. The second problem is that when you want to earn a salary, kind of comes in, okay, what can you offer? Now the thing is, I have multiple skills, and if I would have lived in abroad, I probably could have found a job with both of them. At home, pretty much out of my class of 20, I don't know, 2 became working on the same skill, the rest do not. As simple as that. It's just either it doesn't pay well enough to work in a skill, or there's just not enough workplaces. So that's kind of another problem. We have kind of the same thing going on as in Venezuela. Politics and kind of buying out everything everything that is private, or ruining companies and buying out and selling it there to the West, or to Russia, doesn't matter, to someone. And well, pretty much they're just stealing, the usual. And well, there isn't much this company is either not doing well, very low salary, or not really worth working at this point. So I'm currently in between stack of, but for example, if I want to be a VTuber, how am I going to earn money? And I tried working abroad. It's not much success, to be honest. I have a I have a hard time competing with others. So I don't really have a lot of things that they want. I wasn't skilled at. So I would be trying to, I don't know, enter into the competition kind of too much of a newbie, or too much without any. But who knows? I'm still thinking about making games or such. Things that wouldn't require very much, or get into a team, something. Anyway, that kind of seems like a good idea. I don't know. Yeah. Back to the whatever living I was talking about. I don't know. So, kind of these topics kind of mixed together. So yeah, in the last couple of days, I have seen other things. Let's change topic very much. Yeah, yeah, I like Shy Lily too, to be honest. Shy Lily, Gertie, and Bao, Bien. They are just such great content creators. And watching the usual crony Mumei, Gura, a bit of Haruka, a bit of Nyanars. Nyanars reacts to Monkey video. I don't know when this was uploaded, maybe years ago, or it's new, I don't know. But it's just I don't know, it's so funny, just so watchable. Yeah, I really liked that one, and it's just so well acted out, I think. What else? I have been yeah, I have been still I have been deep breath, which I can't get because it's moist. Really, it's like biting the ear around here. I have been discovering new VTubers though, and one is for example Vixian. I'm not sure, I hope it's her name, Vixian Stella. I think that's written in the description. I have to say Will have been uploading these videos. I have to say I've seen a couple of clips of her, and man, she seems super nice. She seems funny. Kind of was thinking about checking her out, but also kind of yeah. Oh. I think I'm going to take a shower after this. It's terribly moist in here. It's hard to even breathe there. Secondary, I have been thinking about actually how do they say discover other contents. I remember when Poof and AI, I just call it AI, I call people differently in my head. The girl with purple, I really liked it when they had their collaborations. I don't know why they are not collaborating anymore. Maybe they are still doing and just didn't see it yet. I don't know. I have seen them collab a lot, but I haven't watched Buff 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 Buff. Wow, that sounds like Buff 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 I should be cutting down on. Yeah, and I have one more thing to talk about. And anyway, I should be cutting down with the and other noises. So anyway, I have not watched much content. I think I watched the 2 test video last night. Which was good, kind of rediscovering things, and yeah, I was kind of thinking about rediscovering Buff 2. And then there are things like Lumi. I really used to see clips from her, but when your time and day is kind of limited, then there's a limited amount of content I can intake. I remember when I was because now I'm kind of catching up with the world again, and like trying to fix a house that became a shack, small shack, because a lot of things just kind of on and off. Like I remember when I was working, I watched like a couple of clips, maybe one compilation, and then I went to make a sandwich and go to work. Then I had a free day. I was trying to catch up or do the stream, kind of the same thing. And I would really like to see maybe I rewatch their collaboration video, because I honestly really liked it, their collaboration streamer. However, it is set. Now the last thing is, I want to make content. Now I'm rambling here the void, as they say, and it's not that I'm not okay with it. I'm just happy to be able to do this kind of things. But the thing is, I'm not even sure if I'm using the good tag. Like I'm using people and blogs. Is this people and blogs kind of topic? Is it not? How the hell would I know? And maybe it's entertainment, maybe it's not. I mean, am I entertaining? So I want to kind of, because in the end, VTubers are content creators. So I want to make better content, kind of can get together. I was too lazy to set up the schedule too. I'm also thinking about I know I shouldn't be cutting off streaming time. I'm thinking about how to do that. It's kind of weird that I'm streaming every day. Kind of obsessive. So I was thinking about how to create, and not just how to create, to kind of get to the point of first of all doing things on stream, just rambling, or getting something entertainment people, maybe get some watchable content out, make a stream plan, you know, the usual, the kind of things, those kind of things. I'm also thinking about what kind of jobs I be taking. Honestly, I am fine with a job that it goes on low fumes, because I can't, you know, if I'm working a lot, I have to save my money in either euro or gold. Because the thing is, my country has such a big inflation that from one day to the next you can lose all your money. I have to kind of save it, which I can't really do, because for example the gold is high now, the euro is high now. It's kind of a losing game. So I would only need much enough to kind of live from, because the rest is useless. If you have some, okay, but for example, okay, I maybe can get a new smartphone, or maybe I'm able to get you know, something like a washing machine, which I hope never breaks. Or something like host application kind of product. So I might be able to earn that well, but for the rest it's kind of useless, to be honest. It's not enough to have a rent, because if you have a rent and a job, then it's kind of nice from a certain point of view, but for example a rent for 2 people is 180. If I get a small rent, then I'm doing the same as I'm doing now, just alone, which I guess kind of sounds not really nice. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend, I'm alone all the time, kind of. Yeah, thank you, no thank you. I'm already damaged product enough as I am. I wouldn't want to get even more lonely. You know, these kind of things. How did I even get in here? Thinking about what? Yeah, anyway. Talking about weird things. And you know, I want kind of normal workplaces, or to work less generally, maybe earn more, get compensation based on my on something that I do. I don't just want, hey, this is the slave wage, go and die for it. Thank you. I'm not really into that. I know some people really like that as a thing, but not really me. So yeah, back to some better topics. And there are a lot of topics that I kind of want to talk about, but I kind of can't, until I really want to. Yeah. Kind of feel sad, because I'm watching, for example, a lot of food videos that I don't really know what to say, but just say that it's really nice. We already talked about it, and this is kind of my because you know, when you get to, when I get to a place where I'm kind of panicky, my brain just blocks down, and I don't really know. Better topics require kind of thinking. Not the nif-naf, that's not really, but maybe I haven't thought about it. I have no idea what to talk about. I kind of run out of it. And I have done so many things as of late. I had a great sleep today. For example, I was really rested. My legs are still not awesome, but they're kind of better too. You know, I can walk pretty nicely. We had multiple big rains. I have replanted all the flowers. Not all the flowers. I still have 6 small plants that I haven't put into proper containers. So that's not done. But you know, I kind of alright, then let's get a better topic, maybe something more saucy. I have given out an ad that I'm trying to find people to have cafe with. Which I'm very interested about when it's going to be posted, because you know it's still under moderation. Yeah. Anyway, I want to I'm sorry, I'm trying to bookmark things because I noticed a lot of things. Oh my god, I'm just going to put this away because there's just a lot of so many good topics. I kind of want them. I'm afraid to read this later. It's awesome. I read a lot of so in the recommendations there are a lot of extra topics, you know, and I kind of my eyes kind of catch them, like how to meet in my city, or where are the hotspots, or where can I you know, because I have posted a question and I would like to catch a coffee with someone, preferably with a girl. It's in a it's in a question site that has a lot of viewers, and in the section of meeting people, it was so hard to find that word, and I really hope, because you know, if even if I can just talk to someone, I guess it would be nice. And I really I don't want to drink a coffee actually. I usually go for hot chocolate, you know, it's much better. They have hot chocolate and these little buns with cheese on top of them. They are layered and made from a very nice dough, and you know, you can get a meaty version of it with lots of pepper, or we call it pogacha. I have no idea what is it in English. I'm going to put it in translate, but I promise nothing. And they are little buns. It says it's wrong. It says scone, not scone. And even the scone is wrongly translated to other things that are not. Google Translate is not perfect, but they're actually similar things. They are sweet scones with fruits and stuff. They are not made from the same dough type. Imagine a more snack-like, bit butterish, like croissant kind of dough, made in round shapes. It's layered similarly. The butter is the thing that makes the layers. It's kind of folded a couple of times, and then you know, you have cheese on top of it, and it's kind of like a cheesy croissant. Maybe a bit not just saltier, but more bread like. It's very yummy, and you can get one with this when they are cutting down the eggs. There are a lot of meat that remains on the bones and around them when they do anything, so they bake it off. They can cook it off, and I think these are not really usable. So because when you bake it off, it becomes hard and whatever. So I don't know what they are rolling them when, or they are cooked or something, but they become really nice, meaty and hard, and they are good for the snacks, but have like really hard pieces. Like these are imagine like when you burn or boil the meat and then you burn it. It doesn't become like doesn't become burnt in the same sense, but becomes terribly hard. And some of these pieces are so hard that if you bite on it and it's in between your teeth, then you know, you can break your teeth. So this is why we first boil it down to very fine pieces. You can make even because it has enough fat ratio that you can even make like kind of like a cream, kind of like that, not like butter, but much thicker, but like these creams that you put on sandwiches. And then this is put in between the toast instead of butter, and the bigger meat pieces are also made into smaller ones. But the smallest one or the fattier parts make up the kind of a butter divider. Then they put the meaty parts, the big parts of it, also kind of mow down to smaller pieces, so your teeth will be okay. And these two kind of get folded over and over again, making very nice layers, a stronger peppery like a dough, almost breadish but more fine bakery kind of dough. And you know, they are crisscrossing each top with a knife, making a grid. And you can get this with a hot chocolate. Usually it's the cheesy version, and I really like the cheesy one. And I really like to invite a girl, preferably to this, just to talk, just to have some fun. But even that's kind of hard. So it's not really hard. It's hard to find someone. Like I don't know where to actually meet with people, and I'm kind of tired of trying. Like it's I don't know. I'm just tired of trying. To be honest. Constantly keep giving up odds, either on dating sites or you know, whatever. I go out to events. Maybe I meet someone there. Maybe I meet friends there, but currently I have tried to just, you know, to have some kind of, I don't know, movement or you know, social movement. I mean, like, you know, a friend's friends, or just get to know someone, like not necessarily romantically, just, you know, you have friends and connections. So you would have. Currently I try to take up 3 girls and 1 boy, 3 women and 1 grown up adult man. And honestly, I have talked a couple words with 2 girls, but it's just so limited. They are not into online talking. Okay, I have talked to a younger one, a younger one, like 2 years younger than I. Because the others were a bit older than me. That didn't work out either. I wrote to another one that didn't even reply. Even though we talked, you know, we had fun because I have one of the girls that I wrote. We had fun, and I thought maybe it was just she was just being nice, because I thought that, you know, I made her laugh like a lot, because she was the girl who, you know, I'm supposed to spin the girl, but she was rather a strong girl, so she spun me, and multiple times. And I told her that, like, yes, I remember you. I was really surprised because you have like turned me multiple times, and I was spinning so fast, and I was so surprised. Like, I'm a guy. Then she like spin me so well, and we had a lot of fun. Kind of, I wouldn't say great. I would say an okay-ish chemistry, and you know, later I asked if you know, I can take her up on Facebook. Never replied. So that's that. I kind of haven't even talked. You know, I'm going to these events, but I kind of doing it for the dancing at this point, just because I kind of given up on actually talking to people. It's just hard. They don't want to. And you know, the thing is, I'm not a perfect person either. I can be creepy as hell, and I know that about myself. I mean nothing with bad intention, and I wish not to be not nice to anyone. I want to be nice to people, but sometimes, you know, the way you say things, or the way things come off, like socially, just doesn't sound really nice. I kind of sound horrible. Even now, if you listen to some of my previous streams, or even at the parts before this, some of them will just not sound nice. It's just I'm kind of not social anymore, and you know, I have no intention to harm anyone or to stay more than I'm welcome, you see. But you know, it's just you know about yourself that you are not very social kind of person. So I have been trying a lot, but you know, this is kind of like when you are how should I say, in school, and I don't know, they are making teams for a football match, and you are the last one picked. You know, when everyone is taken before you, and that actually happened with me real time, real life too. So you know, that's kind of the feeling I have here, and in a way I can understand it, but I don't know, it's just in a way I'm super tired of lying, and I don't know, I kind of want something more in every regard. I don't want to work for nothing anymore. I don't want to work for social standards, and that's all. I'm going. I hope you had a nice day. Thank you for coming and listening, and